Hey, here I am sitting at my desk again. Not something that I typically do, to be honest with you, but something that I'm sure a lot of you folks do. And if you do that, what you're going to end up with is a certain set of muscle tightnesses because of the body position that you're in and the fact that you're not getting up and moving. So obviously getting up and moving out of that position would be a great thing to do as often as you possibly can. For some folks, it's just not very feasible for you to do that. Let me show you a couple of ways to stretch some muscles that will alleviate some of the tension that you'll be getting in those muscles. The problem that we get with tight muscles is any place a body part makes a 90-degree angle. So as our trunk comes down this way and our legs go across this way, we make a 90-degree angle. The muscles here are going to end up getting tight. For us, that's going to be the hip flexor muscles as well as the abdominal muscles. The next place that we're going to get some muscle tightness and some muscle tension is going to be where the legs come across and meet the section of the legs that goes down to the floor. This area here is the hamstrings, the muscles behind the upper part of your leg. Those muscles both are going to get tight. How do we want to stretch those muscles out? Well, if we're going to try to do it from a seated position, staying at our desk, we can do that. The first thing that we'll do is turn the chair away from the desk a little bit and slide off to the side so that we can get our leg, the way we want to stretch, back behind us. So if we can get this leg back all the way behind us, we can push our hip forward just a little bit and feel a nice stretch here in the front part of the leg. We want to maintain that stretch again for about 10 seconds, and then we'll want to do the same stretch on the other side and push the hip forward here. That'll get a nice stretch into here and undo what that 90-degree angle has done. And you can see what happens in this leg here, the 90-degree angle, because of the way I still maintain on the seat. So the way to stretch that is going to be, put your foot out in front of you, again, turn your chair to the side, and lean forward and try to bring your chest to that knee. As you pull your body down that way, you should be able to feel a stretch in behind the muscle here as I bend forward. Slide to the other side, do the same thing on the other side. Put the leg out, bring the body down toward that. Hold that for about 10 seconds. Both of those will help alleviate some of the tension in those muscle groups, which ultimately will give you less tension. Now, you may not notice as you're sitting for long periods of time that you have tension in those muscles. Most likely what you'll notice is after sitting for long periods of time, as you go to stand up, those muscles, because they're tight, won't fully allow you to extend your body, either in your upper body where your trunk meets your hips, or where your hamstrings attach back into the bottom part of your hips back behind you. So you'll end up standing up and maintaining, for exaggeration purposes, a posture that looks like this. You won't really look like that, but you won't be able to get all the way straight here, nor will you be able to get all the way with your hips underneath you this way. So you'll be sitting here with a bit of a pelvic tilted this way and an upper body leaning forward. That's going to change what you do as you're walking out of work. You're going to be changing what happens down with your knees and your ankles. Your upper body is going to be leaning forward as you're doing this. And it's just a struggle for all the rest of your body to try to compensate for the fact that you're not completely upright and your legs haven't gotten straight underneath your whole pelvis. So you may not notice the discomfort until you get all the way to your car, when you walk out of work to get to your car. Well, if that's only a couple minute walk to your car, again, you may not notice it. The people that get clobbered with this the most are the people that leave their work and then go to the gym. So they get into that seated posture again, the 90 degrees and the 90 degrees, tighten those muscles up again, get to the gym, and now they try to go get on the treadmill. That's a disaster. These people are just compounding their problems despite the fact that they think they're doing something that's really good for them. And it is really good for them. But the fact that you've gone from a seated posture at work, seated posture driving to the gym, when you get to the gym, you have to stretch those two muscle groups out before you get on the treadmill so that you can get a normal body position, a normal gait once you're on the treadmill. If you do that, you're going to have a much better workout. You're going to have a much more normal body alignment as you're on the treadmill. That treadmill is your warm-up for the rest of your workout. You're going to have a much better workout, and you're not going to find yourself getting any problems with knees and ankles that stem from the fact that your body posture is so forward and crunched up because of all the time that you've spent sitting. There's a lot of things that happen to us when we sit at a desk. And there's some very simple things that we can do to help undo those problems. We'd like to undo them before they become a bigger problem, before they cause some other problem down the road. The worst thing that would happen would be to develop knee pain, seek medical care for the knee pain when your real problem is the fact that you sit. We can treat your knee pain all day long, and we're never going to solve the problem until we take care of the way that you're sitting. Tune in the next episode for some more tips on what you can do and how you can change your posture and feel better at work.